The Wally Show podcast is our daily radio show heard live through the WayFM app each morning and hosted by Wally, Gavin, and me, Betty Rock. For more fun, be sure to connect with us at wayfm.com/Wally.
The Wally Show podcast is brought to you by Colorado Christian University Online, where you can earn a degree online just like Betty Rock. You can learn more at ccu.edu/Wally. It might take her a hot second to get to the point.
The journey is usually the part that you remember anyways.
But it'll be worth it. It's News-ish with Betty Rock on The Wally Show.
So it turns out that I am just a rat in the race.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What race?
Well, it turns out that I just fall right into the plan of Amazon, Walmart, and Target. So recently, I ordered these pair of shorts from Amazon. I tried them on, and I didn't like them.
Okay.
So I said, I want to return them. And I got a message back saying, hey, don't worry about it. Don't even send them back. Just donate them or give them to a friend,
Aw.
and we'll refund you.
That's super nice. That doesn't feel like the normal corporate handling
Right.
of anything these
I
days.
felt special, okay? And then I ordered some cat food from Chewy's, okay?
Okay.
And when I got it, it was the wrong bag. It was the wrong mix
Okay.
that I asked for. And so I emailed them, and they were like, no worries. Just donate it to your
Okay.
local animal shelter, and we'll send you a free bag.
That's super special because in my
Right.
mind, I'd say like, oh, bummer, I got the wrong food. I guess I have to eat it now. Like, I wouldn't think to return it.
Well, right. And here's what's so awesome. So I thought, oh, I'm special. Like, they see me, they value me, and it makes me want to do more business with them. They were just playing me.
Oh.
They were
You're putting
playing me.
Negative
okay?
spin on a positive thing?
No, this is a real thing. It's called brand warmth. And it turns
Whoa.
out places like Amazon, Walmart, Target, Chewy's, they're all doing this. So they're saying, not with everything, but with some items, sometimes the return shipping, just the cost of it is not.
For them?
Yeah, for
Sure.
them is not doable. And so instead, they tell you that it would be more eco-friendly if you just kept it. Yeah, which just sounds nice.
This sounds like an intern's idea, like a lazy intern's idea. They're like, hey, Steve, can you fill out the return shipping? He's like,
no.
let's just tell them they can keep it. Is that a
Right.
good idea, boss?
Yeah, it's eco-friendly. I don't know. And it turns out it works. So when that happens to us, we feel this brand warmth. It comes across as like, oh, they're more friendly, they're generous, they're trustworthy, and it makes us want to buy more stuff.
Oh, that's devious, but in a good way.
Right? So anyways, I'm putting in my Chewy's order. Do you need anything for your dogs?
Oh, I need some food for me.
Hey, Wally, do you have a minute?
Sorry, busy.
I have cake.
Oh, what do you need?
Yeah, see, that's a perfect example of even though we are busy, we make time for what's important.
Yeah, because going back to school as an adult, you're busy with work, you've got family, but if you want to make your education a priority, trust me, you can do it. Betty did.
Like when I first started, I was super intimidated because it had been a while since I've been in school. But I mean, from the very first conversation, I felt like they were setting me up for success.
Yeah, and going back to school with CCU's flexible online courses makes it so convenient.
Yeah, and what's so cool is every class has a biblical worldview perspective. And so you think, well, how can they turn math into a biblical worldview? They find a way.
Yeah, and that was one of my jobs when I was teaching at CCU, was integrating not just the facts and figures of things, but how your faith plays into what you're going to do.
CCU offers Christ-centered higher education, transforming students to impact the world with grace and truth.
Cultivate your mind without compromising your heart. Get started today at online.ccu.edu. Colorado Christian University is a non-profit impact partner.
Here's our little ginger snap.
I'm that gingerbread bad boy, that little oven-baked treat.
It's the Lucky Charm himself, Gavin, with News-ish on The Wally Show.
I'm about to put a really positive spin on divorce.
Whoa.
And no, I don't actually mean regular divorce.
No.
I'm not opening that can of worms. I'm talking about a new trend called screen divorce. Have you
Okay.
ever heard of that before?
No, screen divorce. But I'm guessing it has to do with your iPad, your phone, or, oh, maybe you're saying like you want to spend less time on your phone.
You would think that would be the case. And I do kind of want to do that at some point just because I feel like I'm on it too much. But screen divorce is when you don't have to agree on what you watch. You both watch whatever you want on a separate screen. So you're talking about, let's say, a couple, you get home, so-and-so, she wants to watch The Bachelor, and I want to watch golf on YouTube. So you're talking about a situation where you can watch, whatever you want to watch. Maybe it's in different rooms or it's in the same room. I'm wearing headphones. She's watching it on the TV or vice versa.
I see. So you could be sitting there on the couch with your spouse.
Yes.
Watching Project Runway.
She is.
On your iPad with headphones.
Yes.
While your husband is watching golf.
And it's so that you're saving that situation where you have the awkward, hey, what do you want to watch? And she really wants to watch this. And maybe you have to, or you choose to be, to be a very supportive husband and watch what she wants to watch. Or on weekends when I'm watching 6 hours of golf, my wife doesn't have to sit there and say, hey, when's my turn? Or when do I get to do this?
And I'm sure it's hard to find shows as a couple that you both actually enjoy. So that does make sense. And now that I'm thinking about it with my parents, now given they're in, mom is 66 and dad's 70, but for a while now, I would say probably for 20 years, they've had it where they have two separate TVs.
Oh, yeah?
And so,
really?
Yeah, because dad always wants to watch Westerns and old movies. Mom doesn't care anything about that. She wants to watch HGTV.
Oh, I like your mom now.
So, anyways, they'll sit in separate rooms and watch their own TV.
And that is one of the things they explained. Now, I think I need a screen divorce from what my son watches. Now, I'm the biggest Bluey fan in the world, but he watches so much Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and dad just wants to watch, an action film. So I'm going to need a screen divorce from my son at this point.
Uplifting Way FM, it's the Wally Show. And if you didn't know about it, at wayfm.com, we've actually got a thing called the prayer wall. And it's where people can request prayer from people all across the world. And recently, this request was put up on the prayer wall.
Yeah, it's from someone anonymous. They say, I struggle with making friendships and I have social anxiety and I'm shy and quiet. Please pray that the Lord would bless me with a good godly friendship or companion at his right time and where to go and meet them.
Yeah, and I think as adults, which I don't know, this person was anonymous, which is what's so awesome about the prayer wall is that you can post anonymously if it's something that you kind of want to keep private but still get prayer for. But I know as an adult, it can be difficult to make friendships because people are in all different parts of life. Some people are married, some people are single, and as a guy, do you ever feel that way?
Yeah, and it's so much easier to walk through life when you do have someone to do it with. And as an adult, there's a lot of ebb and flow. You go through seasons where you feel like you have a lot of people around you, but as you go through those seasons when it feels like those people have faded away or maybe you're moving somewhere, it's hard because the older you get, I do think the harder it is to find those people that love the same things you love and to have the time for all that
Yeah, exactly. And then when you add on top of that, this person's social anxiety and being shy, that can be really difficult. So here's what's so cool. You can actually pray for this person, and there are so many others. I mean, that's just one example of the request that you can find at the prayer wall. But you can pray for this person. Maybe you have something that you would like to request as well. You can do that. You can request something, and then people can pray for you. They can click a little red button that says prayed for this person. And when they do, you get a notification on your phone or through your email saying, hey, somebody prayed for you. And you never know, that might just be the encouragement that you need to keep going and believe that God's got your back. So it's easy to check out the prayer wall.
You just want to text PRAY, P-R-A-Y, to 91979. That's PRAY to 91979.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.
Uplifting Way FM. It's what your People magazine would sound like with a Southern accent. It's the Rock Report with Betty Rock.
It's entering its 20th season. It's America's Got Talent. Now, I don't watch this show. Do you, Gavin?
No, I see clips. I'm more of a clip farmer where I'll see the yeah, it's where you see the clips online.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Harvest your entertainment. I don't know.
I love that. That's hilarious. Well, they're on their 20th season now, and I think this should come as no surprise that every contestant of the show actually has to sign a contract. And there is a rule on the contract that you have to be okay with being publicly ridiculed.
Yes. I mean, we work in a public field in radio, and when you put your life out there on the line, everyone has the right to say something.
Right. Yeah. And now with social media, everyone has a microphone where they can put out their opinions. So with America's Got Talent, in the contract, it says that there's a possibility that your portrayal may be embarrassing or unfavorable. Yeah. And so I've seen this play out with not so much with, well, see, I don't watch America's Got Talent, so I don't know how they make villains out of that show.
Oh,
but
yeah. Sure.
I guess they could. But then I know with The Bachelor, they do that, or
Amen.
The Bachelorette. The Bachelorette. And I have to imagine, I'm a farmer. What did you call
Clip
it?
farmer.
A clip farmer? When it comes to housewives.
Sure.
I've never watched the show, but I know that there's always a villain in that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm sure that they just take highlights of the.
Yes.
It's not reality. That's the thing.
Again, it's what people are going to pay attention to. You're going to pay attention to your best moments. You're going to pay attention to your worst moments. But I'm just going to remind everyone out there, you are not your worst moments.
Aww.
Maybe you are your best moments, but you're definitely not your worst moments.
That's very sweet. Well, other rules about the contract that if you're thinking of auditioning for America's Got Talent, here are a couple of more rules. You won't be able to pick the song that you actually sing.
Really?
Yeah. That if you make it, that you have to actually work with the manager, because I guess there's licensing
Sure, okay,
agreements,
that does make sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. You also have to get through a 90-second open call audition first.
Sure.
If you can get through that, then they'll put you in front of the actual judges. And then finally, you can't pick out your own outfit.
Oh, man.
Now, see, once again, this is how they're trying to portray you as a character almost.
Sure.
And so if they think you come across as a little goofy, they might put you in this awkward setup. Why are you looking at
I'm just wondering, I'm like, if I went on America's Got Talent and they looked at me and they're like,
Right
this
now?
guy wears too many shorts. They're too far above the knee. We need this man to wear jeans. Come on.
Oh, I don't think you'd get through the 90-second
not a
audition. Uplifting Way FM, it's the Wally Show. And recently I had a friend of mine that she asked me, hey, have you posted a review of our church?
Oh, that's so interesting, because I'm a big review the restaurant, review the local business, but I've never in my lifetime thought to go online to review the church I attend.
I didn't either. It wasn't even on my radar. So when she brought it up, it made me think, you know what? That's a great idea. And I actually was able to come up with one. Now, I thought I did pretty well, but I will advise, you can actually check it out when you text the word review to 91979, and I will send you a link. But in my review, I worked in the words vibe,
Ooh, nice,
and cult.
Oh,
okay.
Whoa.
I know.
A cult vibe?
No, but here's the thing.
Go.
So I go to an AG church, and so a lot of people hear that and they're like, Assemblies of God, man, they're like, got snakes and all this stuff. It's nothing like that. Yeah. And so I wanted to write a review that would put people at ease if they decided that they wanted to check it out. I think I nailed it. You can see for yourself when you text the word review to 91979. While you're there, you can also see what people like Rachel and Olivia, their review that they gave for their church. And who knows? It might be that you're looking for a new church and you want to go check out those reviews.
If they see yours, though, and they see the cult vibe.
I know, right? I hope that this doesn't mean there's like a lag in attendance and it's all because of me. That would be bad. Anyways, text the word review to 91979 and we will send you that link. Well, that's the end, but it doesn't have to be. Check out our Aftercast. It's new stuff you didn't hear in the podcast. Be sure to rate us on iTunes as well as connect with us on social media. Just search Wally Show. And if you'd like to join our Facebook group made exclusively for you potties, the link is in the description of this podcast. Thanks to Colorado Christian University Online for supporting what we do.